This is Kruger National Park in South Africa, home to some of the biggest, fastest and deadliest animals on the planet. CBBC have brought 4 British and 4 South African children to spend a month here training to be rookie game rangers.
Incredible.
Leading them on this amazing adventure will be their mentors, Trails Ranger Rudy.
It's taken me years to learn to be a ranger. They've only got 1 month to do it.
And Guide Frankie.
In the African bush, danger can be around any corner. So the safari 8 needs to be alert and have to be ready at any time.
8 kids, 2 mentors and 1 massive challenge. To lead 2 celebrity guests on a safari experience of a lifetime. Last time, the Safari 8 had a taste of Zulu life.
The boys had to do basically nothing and we had to do all the work.
And got to learn some new moves.
Oh, we still won this.
On today's show, the team have a close encounter with a cheetah.
Fantastic. I mean, I just touched a cheetah.
Cute, eh?
Get hands-on with a young orphan. And there's trouble in camp.
Oh, Ashley, you stupid mess.
Today, the mentors have brought the Safari 8 to the state vet to find out what happens when a sick or injured animal is found in Kruger Park.
Guys, good morning. Rangers went out on patrol yesterday, and on their patrol they found a couple of guinea fowl that looked very, very ill. And these guinea fowl, they had lost their ability to run. They brought them into here. Some of them unfortunately didn't make it. Did a post-mortem on the birds to see what's wrong with them, and the rest is all in here.
The birds are ill with suspected lead poisoning. Today, the rookie rangers will be taking these sick guinea fowl to a rehabilitation centre where they'll be treated before hopefully being released back into the wild. Rudy and Frankie have chosen Caroline to be leader.
That's for you here, and you're going to help me put them in the boxes.
I'm really, really happy that I've become the team leader today because I really like working with animals, you know, that are sick, because for a few years of my life I wanted to be a vet. Is that like part of a ranger's job to try and help save all the animals in the park?
We try and keep this area, the Kruger National Park, as natural as possible and minimum interference. So anything man-made like snares, poisoning, anything like that, we interfere.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah. Basically, just grab them by their wings. Okay, so 1 in. Okay.
Maybe just hold it tight like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's 1 box.
I think it's quite fun to catch the guinea fowl because, you know, you get to pick them up, but it's also quite interesting to see how they can't move because I'm used to seeing guinea fowl like run really fast. They're trying to get away, but they can't move anywhere, you know, so it must be quite scary for them as well. Got it! Oh! They won't stay still. Okay.
Okay.
The guinea fowl are now ready for their journey to the rehabilitation centre, where many sick and injured animals end up.
Right, guys, are you all excited?
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
It's really cool because it's like our own little project, and like we can't let these guinea fowl down because it's humans who made them sick. So obviously we've got to try and show them that humans aren't that bad.
Honestly, before I came here, I had no idea what a ranger did, how much it did. I knew it had to do with animals and conserving them, but I had no idea it was everything to do with helping little guinea fowl and taking them to vets. They have such a big job.
Waiting to meet them is Brian, who runs the centre.
Hello, you big game rangers. Good morning to you. Welcome to Mohololo. Can I shake your hand? You are?
Norma.
Norma, and you are?
Ashley.
Ashley, well done. You go in and you go to the left there.
Okay.
Thank you. That's right. So all in 3 boxes, eh? That's pretty good. Let's see how quickly we can do something with him now to put the box up there for us. How many are in here?
3 in this box.
3. All right, we want to see. We can't take all 3 at one time. Okay. So we do the male first. Okay. When we get anything in like this that's, we don't know what's wrong with it, first thing we give it fluids.
Okay.
to flush it out, to get the kidneys functioning, to get the bowels moving, you see. So we do suspect poisoning here now.
We stuck this long tube to inject some liquid into the guinea fowl's body, and we had to put it down its throat. And I thought that would have hurt it, but it doesn't. And so it's amazing how different animals work. I think I've been given like the perfect, absolutely best job in the whole world right now. So I am super, super, super happy.
Okay, go.
Going in with the vets was really, really cool to be able to get to see like the work that they would do on the guinea fowls when they're sick and being able to take part in what they do.
Okay, go. Put it back down on the ground and close it up, please.
I felt really happy that we're actually helping an animal that is sick and poorly, and I felt like really privileged to be doing this because not many people get to do it, and I really hope they all come through and be healthy afterwards.
Okay, rub his throat.
Since filming, all the guinea fowl made a full recovery and were released back into the wild.
Okay, let's go.
The rehab centre not only cares for sick animals, it also runs conservation projects. Cheetahs are an endangered species, and Brian works with the Cheetah Foundation to help protect these beautiful creatures. The cheetah is the world's fastest land mammal, running up to speeds of 120 kilometres per hour. It can accelerate from 0 to 103 kilometres in just 3 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars. In Kruger Park, there are only around 200 of these beautiful cats left in the wild. Unfortunately, local farmers have been shooting cheetahs when they've gone after their cattle.
This is Juba. This is one of 2 cheetah we got. We were asked by the Cheetah Foundation to raise 2 cheetah because a lot of the farmers are shooting them. They have shot probably more than 200 in the last 2.5 years. So now when the farmer comes and they feel the ribs, wow, he's beautiful. I'll never shoot another one. So that's why we've got this. We take them to schools, we go to farmers' meetings, we're into the Kruger Park now. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah. Yes, come right up, come feel his vibration.
When the cheetah actually come in, I was actually really nervous.
Feel the
It
vibration.
felt exactly like buffalo fur. It was just absolutely amazing. And it started purring at me. And I actually got really scared because I didn't know if he was going to try and jump or anything.
Feel him. So the moment he stops purring, get ready to run. That means he's happy.
Today has been the best ever, you know. Now we see the rest of the cat family, so it felt so nice actually holding it and actually touching and feeling its vibrations, you know.
While the other half of the group wait for their turn with the cheetah, Ella and Caroline have a difference of opinion.
That it's actually like learned tricks.
No, it hasn't learned tricks.
Yeah, but well, did you saw it up there?
Yeah, it's
sitting
just
in line
to
down.
cooperate with them. You heard the story, they were either going to shoot it or bring it up like this.
When I saw it, it sort of set me off that it had a collar on and a harness and a whole lead, and it was like a dog. It's not a dog, it's a cheetah, it's a wild animal.
Ella's not the only one who's unimpressed to see a cheetah on a lead.
And I've just saw Ashley and she got to go up and get right close to the cheetah and touch it, and she looked like she couldn't be less bothered. She was just standing there and, you know, she'd do the odd nod, and I thought, how could you be like that? You know, it's a cheetah.
But Ashley's not bored. She's actually concerned about the cheetah.
Ashley went very quiet. She didn't take part in anything. The harness on the cheetah upset her. I don't think they fully understand what Brian's work is all about.
Ashley has left the group for some alone time as she's struggling with the idea of cheetahs in captivity.
I'm not feeling that good or impressed because they're busy showing us this cheetah and they're like saying sit to the cheetah, and it's not cool, like almost like we're using their lives for our own entertainment. They cheetahs, they built to run, and where can they run to? It's not fair on the cheetahs. I can't be in a happy state right now and enjoy the moment when they're actually staying in these enclosures. I don't like it at all.
it just doesn't feel right, you know? It's just hard to see that it's in a limited space, like, whereas with Kruger, it's like, it's the size of...
But don't you think
goodness knows.
that people that come to these places can see the cheetah? It's very important that you educate people, like Brian said, that young people realize that one day they must grow up and they must protect nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
The remaining rookies now have their chance to meet the cheetah.
How they'd like us to do it, and we're doing accordingly to that, for the sake of their little brothers. He's here as ambassador now to speak on behalf of the other cheetah in the wild. You understand? To tell everybody our plight, our habitat is gone.
He felt very soft, but very wiry at the same time, and he was very, very warm. And when I heard him purring, he reminded me very much of my cat.
Okay. Now he just wants to get back to the female at the back.
I thought it was very good what they do with the cheetahs to show the farmers why they shouldn't kill them. I think it's a really good idea so that people can see that they're such amazing animals and there's no point in actually shooting them.
I particularly find this experience fantastic. I mean, I just touched a cheetah and how many people can you know who say that?
The cheetah isn't the only animal the rookies get to be hands-on with. Brian has an orphan that needs bottle feeding, but he's keeping its identity a surprise.
Have you any idea what we're going to feed now? Any guess? No. What?
A cub.
A cub? Okay. Anyone else?
A snake.
A snake. This little guy has got to get milk every 4 hours. Now I'm going to ask you to help me to make the milk mixture up. Put that into the top of it.
You know, Caroline, she's really into animals and she's a really caring girl. So I think today was actually a really good experience for Caroline.
Let's pour from here now to there.
It was very exciting being there, making something like food for some animals or some creature. So it was exciting, I enjoyed it.
It would have to be like a really big animal to drink all that milk, wouldn't it?
The group are excited about feeding the mystery animal, but Ashley's still unhappy about seeing animals in enclosures.
Today, Ashley and Ella have had a bit of a problem with the animals being in cages, but I think it's a really good idea because it teaches more kids and adults about education. It's a big part of a child's life to learn more about animals.
Just remember, please, the teats, don't touch the teats with your hand because of germs, you see?
The rookie rangers are eager to find out what animal they'll be bottle feeding, as they still have no idea.
All right, my sweeties. What is this? Rhino. And who's giving the first milk? You. Come on. Come on. Yeah? There you are.
I would give anything to work with animals as close as I am now when I'm older. It would just be like one of these dream come true things.
This baby rhino is only 5 months old, and she's called Tombi, which means girl in Zulu.
Bottle, eh?
Twist the bottle.
Sadly, the calf's mother was killed in a fight with another rhino. And Rudy and Frankie were part of the team that rescued the orphan to bring her here.
I've never done anything like this. I got quite emotional when I was stroking it because it's just the most incredible animal.
She drinks a whopping 18 litres of milk every day.
Cute, eh?
It's so cute. What's the percentage of the animals that get released back into the wild?
Well, we've done thousands, obviously. For example, I've done over 400 hyraxes, rock rabbits. I've done 170 servals. I've done over 30 leopards. I've done quite a few spotted hyenas. I've done cheetah. We've done quite a lot back to the wild.
Brian's answer has made Ashley feel more positive.
We've been living in the Kruger, we've just been seeing all these wild animals roaming and free. And then I think I just got a real shock when I saw them in the cages. Right now I'm feeling a bit better than I did before because they told us that the animals, a lot of them go back into the wild, and I kind of understand what they mean by when they're taming the cheetahs to show farmers and educate people. So I'm glad for the rehabilitation centre and what they do, and I just hope that more people can see what's happening to these animals and just get the bigger picture.
Still to come, the rookie rangers witness a feeding frenzy.
You should see, they're like fighting over the meat in their mouths.
And the mentors get tough.
Can be honest with you, you guys did not work as a team.
This is truly disgusting.
Before the Safari 8 leave the rehabilitation centre, Brian has one last job for them.
You folk. Now we have another project. Sadly, we're having hundreds and hundreds of vultures poisoned. So what we're trying to do now, we're trying to mark the vultures with tags. We're putting satellite harnesses on their back. We firstly want to monitor how far these vultures are going. So what we do now, we're going to put a bit of meat out for the vultures for our research program. So what we do every afternoon, the students go with a chart. They fill in the date, time, the type of vulture we're seeing, the tag number, and commence if it's in bad condition or good condition. So I'm going to ask you folk, would you be keen to do this for me?
Yeah.
This is some of the meat we're going to put. This is old beef. We buy this from the abattoirs.
Oh, the smell was really strong.
Should I help lift it on as well?
Just really smelled this strong stench, almost like dead zombies or something that had like woken up and just were everywhere and stuff.
Okay.
The number of vultures in the area is falling because they're scavengers that will eat any carcass they can find, even if it's poisoned.
Come on, offload. Put that one on the right, Mercedes.
The rookie rangers lay down the meat and await the hungry vultures. Within seconds, flocks of vultures swoop down to tuck in.
I've never seen anything like that.
Look at them coming in. Look at them at the top. Look at the top.
Yep. Look at that. Yeah.
Look at them all, there's like 100 of them.
The vultures are soon joined by hungry warthogs and storks.
You should see, they're like fighting over the meat in their mouths, like the one's eating and almost swallowed and then look how it's like a rugby scrum.
There's a one with a tag there.
Yeah, no, but you must see the tag number.
Why exactly have the vultures been tagged?
To watch the vultures, see where they're going. They've also got transmitters on their backs, so they can actually track them and see how far they go. They go all over Africa, and we need to do research on them to save the species.
Caroline, A02, first one, the white-back vulture. A063, also white-back vulture.
Okay.
Guys, but can you see now how the vultures come in? As soon as they see a carcass, they're the cleaners. The cleaners of the park. They see from miles away, and they look at each other. When they go down, you can see they're still coming down, and these ones are coming down now, probably come from a far distance away.
Vultures have such incredible eyesight that they can see a carcass from 6 kilometers away.
These vultures, how long will it take to finish this carcass?
Oh no, it's probably already finished. That's why they're starting to fight now. They very quickly.
And what are the warthogs doing?
They're chasing the vultures because they also want a bit of meat.
These white-backed vultures and marabou storks both have bald heads and necks, so they can dig deep into carcasses without getting dirty. The marabou stork is one of the world's largest flying birds, with an impressive 3-meter wingspan.
I think the Safari 8 kids learned today that it's not all about the big five, and as rangers you need to get involved in research, helping guys doing the research, because they need a lot of hands.
You're now doing the stuff that the rangers really do and helping the animals, so I think it's really now for the first time I think we really feel like we are becoming rangers.
The Safari 8 are back in Kruger Park. In the riverbed, Rudy and Frankie are preparing a challenge for the rookie rangers. They want to test the team on their knowledge of dung, as it's one of the best ways to track animals. With the final challenge looming, it's crucial the rookies impress their mentors.
Okay, you can put them on, and then I need you to listen up. Wait.
that thing burst now, Thomas.
Right, so the challenge is whose poo? Okay, do you understand? Whose poo? So there's 10 pictures, 9 pieces of poo, and you need to allocate the correct poo to the correct animal. Okay, so you need to look carefully at the pictures, you need to communicate to each other. All right.
Yeah, because this is a poo challenge, the losing team will have the eventful job of cleaning the toilets.
British team, that side.
South African team,
South African team, this
that
side.
side.
Run.
I really want to win this one because it's our turn for the first time ever for the British to win against the South Africans. And we have got to win this because the trip is nearly over. And so we've really got to pull it out for Britain.
You guys ready?
Like they say, ready, steady, go.
Go.
Okay, start. Shush, wait.
That one's obviously an elephant.
This is elephant, yeah? This is elephant, yeah.
And this, hold on.
This is buffalo.
No, this is hyena. No, that is hyena. Where's that? Yes, there. Let's make a decision. No, but let's do the easy one first.
That might be lion. Because look.
Yeah, because lion has slightly brownie.
This one's buffalo.
This is buffalo. This is buffalo.
Listen quickly.
I saw this near the river. This is
Look,
buffalo.
this is perfectly rim. This is buffalo.
With everyone speaking over each other, Safiso's suggestion is being ignored.
Don't put on yet. Don't put on
That's
yet.
impala.
Impala's much bigger than that.
Okay, if you say so.
Wait, this is kudu poo.
That's what I
Because he
said.
spat
I
kudu.
know. Oh, wait, it's not kudu.
Everyone's talking, but no one is listening.
I think it's actually monkey. It's monkey. It's monkey. Yeah, fruit. There we go.
Are we allowed to open it up?
No.
No, it can't be from here because they had small bands. It could be. Okay, it's not a lion and it's not this, it's that. It's that,
The
yeah.
hippos eat algae and fish, don't they?
No, hippos are
If they're herbivores.
Right.
Okay.
Stop the clock.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
Your time has stopped.
Guys, I need you to move away so I can mark the table.
The Safari 8 wait for Rudy and Frankie to score each team. Will the UK finally come through victorious, or will they be defeated for the third time?
How do you think you've done?
Okay.
We got the impala poo wrong.
Kushal?
Alright.
I'm really disappointed in you not working as a team, especially putting dung on a picture and letting go before everybody had a consensus about where the dung should go. Kushal, you really took over. You talked everybody to death, which I think is not appropriate. Set you guys at the table, listen to each other and talk as a team and then decide where the poo must go. And you didn't do that.
So, South Africa, how do you guys think you did?
I think we worked as a team and we all had our input, and before we put it down we all double checked and made sure that everyone had their say.
The South African team seem pretty pleased with themselves, but what does Frankie think?
Can be honest with you, you guys did not work as a team. Ashley, you took over. Safiso actually made a suggestion on one thing. You overrode his suggestion, and his suggestion was actually quite right. If this is the way that you guys think you're going to lead the final challenge, I've got a different story for you coming. You need to start acting as Rookie Rangers and start working as a team. Even though the teamwork was lacking, I'm very surprised and I'm very happy to announce that you guys got a smashing 6 out of 9.
To my team, you did really well. You got 7 out of 9.
You're a queen
Well
of
done.
bathrooms.
This is the first time we won.
All right, guys, as the losing team, you know what to do. So grab your implements and move back up to the top.
I want to see my face in that toilet seat.
Can I have
And
a
to
quick,
my
you know,
team,
number 2 before
Some
you
nice
do it?
sunset photographs.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, pretty.
Yes. Well done, guys. Enjoy.
Everything clean. That mirror,
Come, no way, let's go. How did that happen?
clean up top there.
Even on the top. No.
Everything clean. This toilet must be sparkling when you guys do that.
Good. Put the brush in there.
and rub all the stuff out.
Oh, there's ants. It's just ants. All clean.
This is the taste of success, guys. Well done.
We won, and that's all that matters. I've never cleaned a toilet before. I wouldn't want to clean a toilet. I don't know who would.
You could have been cleaning the toilets right now.
Yeah. I'm really happy we're not, because they stink.
Put this in!
Wait, Ashley.
It's got to go down with it.
You've got to check first if it's clean before you put it in.
Hey guys, there goes the tube. Look out the window again.
Our toilet is infested with ants.
Ashley, the toilet's not clean yet. I can see from where I'm standing that it's not clean yet. And I'm not even at the bowl.
Ashley might not admit it, but she always wants to take to be a lead or something. We should try to work as a team. We're gonna turn this thing into positives.
Come on, guys.
Let's just go.
The Brits head over to the toilets as they can't resist checking up on the South Africans' cleaning efforts.
What's worse, the girls or the boys?
You want to taste this? You want to taste this? You're actually touching what was in the toilet.
It's not long before tensions between Ashley and Thomas start to show.
Oh, Ashley, you stupid mess. Oh,
Move.
Please burn with this.
I want to move.
Please burn with this.
Do you want to clean the toilets? Because I don't mind going to have some juice.
oh, that's not.
While the Rangers are busy with the rest of the team, things flare up again.
No, you actually have to do it to me. You blimmin' hurt my gum. I'm sorry, Ashley, but it's trying to do it in my mouth.
Ashley and Thomas have had time to calm down and reflect on their fallout. Now they've cooled off, Thomas wants to speak to Ashley.
Well, I'm sorry because I think we were all agitated and the Brits were bragging. I think because it's our first win against the South Africans, we were all really hyped up. I'm sorry for getting angry.
Thank you for coming to me and apologising. I think it was really considerate of you. I'm sorry too for messing up your mug.
Be friends.
I think it shows a lot of team spirit. Push each other to a certain limit, and I think they've reached that point, and now they know how far they can go. And I think that'll be very good for the final challenge, because it is going to be tough for them, and they need to stand together.
Next time on Safari 8, the rookies learn a hard lesson about tracking leopards.
You hear talking, we're just going to leave and we're going to come out. I don't even want to hear a whisper.
There's chaos in the kitchen.
Ashley, just chuck it in the bin and start again.
And are the team cracking under the pressure?
No, and I've mucked up on the baboon because I went off the baboon too early.